What is this hair? What is going on? Hi everyone, this is Natalia from NATALKA Design. Welcome to the next video on YouTube. How are you guys? How is my YouTube family? How are we feeling? What is going on? Leave some comments down below, leave some love, like tell me how you are. Let's just have a chat. Why isn't me just chatting here? So today I thought we could have a very honest chat. A chat that I think I don't see enough on YouTube, I don't see enough being discussed, and I think it's very important. And myself as an artist, I'm going to give you all the lowdown. So today I wanted to talk to you about and have an honest chat about being an artist. And what does it mean? What are the good sides and what are the bad sides? And I really would like you to watch it before you turn your artistic passion into business from hobby. You might consider these thoughts. There'll be some good sides, there'll be some bad sides, but all in all, it's all good. And I'm just curious, what are you gonna think? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna leave in the comments? And let's just have a chat. Yeah. So I hope you've got your coffee. I hope you've got your tea. I've got my mermaid mug. I mean, it's amazing. Look at this, guys. Any Disney fans out there? I love it. I got it in New York, in Disney store in Times Square, and it broke here. It's so sad, but it's amazing. Oh, amazing. Okay, anyways, focus, Natalia. So before we get into it, you know what to do, you know the drill. Subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell button, just hit, please hit, do it now. Don't make me wait. I'm waiting. Yes, I'm waiting for you. Yes, could you please click that like button and subscribe and all that. I work visually. I'm a visual artist. I work with digital illustrations, with animation, with physical illustrations, VR. I consult. I'm all sorts of kind of artist. Gotta draw it. The point is that I turned my hobby into a business. I didn't think and I didn't plan to do it, but I did it ages ago. It's almost gonna be a decade now, which freaks me out. Does it mean I'm old, or does it mean the time is going fast, or both? I don't know. Let's just dive right into it. I can't speak, I just can't speak. It's late, I need a coffee. I mean, I have a coffee, but you know what I mean. By the way, if you can hear my oven, that means reheating my pain au chocolat. I know it's bad, yet I'm doing it and I'm sharing this with you. The amazing part about it really is that you get to share your skill with a wider audience. It's not just, you know, in your room just for yourself. Maybe your mom or your dad or your friends know about it. You get to share your skill and your passion and your talent with more people, and that is a lovely feeling. At least for me, that is definitely a major driver, that through my skills and my talent and my artistic, you know, self, I get to help and inspire and engage with more people than just myself and my close little knit. And that is something amazing. I always say, if I was, let's say, back in the days when I was like 10 or something, I was drawing, guys, non-stop. I was drawing and drawing. There was like papers going like this, literally. I was literally like, give her some pencils, give her some pens, give her some paper, and she's happy. She's a happy champ. And if then there was YouTube, there was Instagram, I would be so on it. I would be so on it and share all my stuff and my passions and my drawings. And I used to make like these little figurines from modeling. We call it modelina. I don't know if you know what I mean. So you would like make a thing, some sort of character, boil them, and they become hard, and then you like gloss over them. And yeah, anyways, yeah, diverting. But basically I'm so happy that I get to share all my passion with different people, and it just feels very fulfilling, I would say, and positive. And I feel like it's just, the skill is kind of, you know, it's not just mine, it's everyone else's, and I'm so happy that I can share it. If I want to counterpart this with a bit of a watch out for this, when your hobby becomes your job or your business, well, it's no longer a hobby. It's no longer just a passion. It's no longer something you get to do only when you feel like it and you have a creative inspiration, which, you know, for many of us is, let's say, at night or at random places, random times. It no longer is just a hobby. So what it means, when there's deadlines, You can't just wait for this creative inspiration, you know, like I need my inspiration, otherwise I can't work. You just need to deliver. And often, I'll be honest with you guys, it's almost a decade and I still struggle with this sometimes, where I know I have to do something. Clients, please don't listen to me. And you know I should be just like, right, I'm gonna draw this now and here. And I struggle sometimes. I delay things, I put it away. Are you happy and willing to change your hobby into something that someone is paying you for, which is lovely, but sometimes that will mean that you need to do it on a deadline, that you need to do it when you're not inspired and you don't want to draw, and it might become a bit of a chore. So keep that in mind. Now, to balance it out again with something positive, let's be honest, if you can change your hobby into a paid business and paid job, that's the good part. People are paying you to do something that you love and you're really good at. Sometimes it's a bit crazy because I'm sitting there, I'm like, I love doing what I do. It takes me sometimes no time because it's so natural for me, because I've been doing it bloody since I'm a kid. And as I always say, it's like the longest internship in my life. And it comes to me so naturally, and people are paying for it, and they're paying really good money because they see the value in it, and they see that the pictures, the visuals that we create, they're not just pretty, they're not just there to make your website or content or strategy look better. They're there to connect with other people, to engage your audience, to give you bigger sales, to improve your business strategy, to transform your business often and behaviors at work. It has a lot of good value in it and people will pay for it. I get up in the morning and I'm like, I love it. As one of my favorite people in the world, co-founder of Evernote, and Phil, he said that I haven't been bored for the last 30 years. I get up every day and I'm like, what's next? And I so connect with that word and that sentence. I feel the same. What a guy, by the way, check him out. He's amazing. I'll link him down below. Yeah, and I feel the same. When you get to do something that you love and people pay for it, feels amazing. Let's be honest, feels amazing, rewarding, and awesome. Again, to counterpart this, and I'm gonna bring a bit of reality there, deadlines. Deadlines are annoying because when you're an artist, and I don't want to kind of laugh at it, but there is something, when you're an artist, whether that's music, words, visual, you know, your movement, anything else that you create with your hands, sculpture, fashion, you name it, anything to do with artistry, let's be honest, we all need to get inspiration. And that's when we're in that flow, that's when we're in that zone. If you ever watch Disney's Pixar's Soul, you understand what I mean by being in the zone. Highly recommend. Oh my God, I love that movie. But often, again, if the deadline appears, if there's a pressure or something, you don't want a situation where you start hating what you love to do and your artistry. No one's going to be there like your client or your boss. Okay, no worries. You don't have a, you know, inspiration? Don't worry about it. Come to me in a month. Nope, it doesn't work like that. Just so you know, it doesn't work like that. You gotta deliver. At times where you don't feel like it, you got to, if you turn into your business, you have to become your own admin as well, and until you grow your team, hopefully, you know, your communications manager, your finance head, and you have to become a lot of things, and you know, your passion and your artistry won't be the only thing that kind of holds it together, so just be mindful of that. Another thing to counterpart in a beautiful way, you get to connect with amazing people and do amazing things. So I really believe that if I wasn't doing what I do, if I wasn't open enough to become an artist that wants to create a business out of it, I would have not the amount of amazing stories and experiences that I've experienced since I started NATALKA Design. The amount of people that I met, the amount of people that I could connect with, the stages that I've been at, the countries that I've been to, back in the days when it was lovely and healthier in the world. It's just something you can't pay for, and the experiences that I've gained, good ones, bad ones, the people that I bumped into, the lessons that I've learned, can't pay for it. Can't pay for it, and I'm going to leave it there. Priceless. One other thing to counterpart this back, when your hobby becomes your work, it's almost like then make sure that you've got another hobby or start another hobby, because what I find, and I'll be very honest here guys, since I've been doing NATALKA design for almost 10 years, drawing a lot in different forms and shapes, iPads, Wacoms, on paper, you name it, back in the days and all that, I don't draw for myself anymore so much, and it's a bit nostalgic and sad, you can think. Yes, and I sometimes think that as well, you know, I sometimes think, oh, I would love to progress in my portrait drawings, because I used to always love drawing portraits, like cartoon portraits, Disney-like characters. I love character design. If anyone from Disney or Pixar hears me now, please hire me as your character designer, animator, you name it. I will come and work for you for free. That's my dream, like many other. I don't draw for myself anymore as much, and it's sometimes sad because it's a beautiful skill that I have had always as a hobby, as a passion. It was something that was turning my nerves off, my anxiety, my stress, something I could do for hours. And you know, I don't just choose after all day now of sometimes I have to draw a lot of hours in a week. I don't just sit down in the evening and be like, I'll draw more. It's just your brain needs to relax, right? You can't do it so much because you start hating it. So make sure that you've got something else going on, or you know, create something else going on for you, that your brain can always escape into that hobby space, if you know what I mean. Something that doesn't need a clap, something that doesn't require anyone else around you, something that you can enjoy and do. Maybe you take on some cooking, or learn a language, or you know, start doing more yoga, or you know, do some crafts. I mean, there's so many things, right? So I think it's super good if you do go into the business with your art form, make sure that you have still and develop some sort of hobby for yourself, because it's really good for you to have something that won't become a paid opportunity, and it's just for you and for your enjoyment and for your time. And last thing, if I can just close it with, you know, a positive thing, because this video is all about positive. I wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't love what I do and I didn't believe that, you know, becoming an artist was the right thing to do. To be fair with you, I became an artist because I just naturally was. Since a kid, I wasn't like, I'm an artist now. I was just always drawing. I loved it. I loved Disney. I loved manga. I loved anime. I loved, you know, following all the visual kind of stories. I used to have comics, everything, and just follow it and grow it and draw. And who would have known that I would become, you know, a business person running this business, working with the biggest companies in the world who require visuals in a business kind of environment. So that make sure that before you do step into it, you're at peace with that, you're ready for it, you're aware of it, you are taking care of yourself, how you approach taking this hobby into a business, and surround yourself with good people. Make sure that you do it in your own pace, on your own rules, and should be wonderful. So I would love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever turned any hobby into business, or a job that you have and you work for someone and you use that skill and that artistry for them? Please share in the comments below. I don't want to just talk to myself. I really want to get to know you guys. And yeah, share what's your experience like. Do you have any more questions for me? Any ideas for future videos? Please tell me. Now we know each other a bit more. What would you like to see from us, from myself, and from NATALKA Design? If you feel like you're ready, go for it, because there will never be a perfect time. There will never be a perfect time. There will be always something standing, you know, in the way. But if you feel like you want to do it, you should do it. So please share your artistry, share your passion, share your work if you feel like this is something you want to do. And make sure there's always a hobby behind you, because it's super important. Okay, that was it. Thank you so much, guys. Subscribe, like, you know, hit the bell buttons, do all that stuff that you know how to do. I'm Natalia from NATALKA Design, and I will see you very soon. Bye.